All right, I'm going to practice my serve from over here. We need to practice on both sides. I try and have them even, the same number of balls on both sides. Now, for right-handed people, I get some comments that this side feels a little bit weird. I think because if I'm lined up to go to this corner, a lot of that court over there is behind me and I can't see that as well. I can't see it as well. Versus if I'm on that side and I'm squared up to go to this corner, I can see that whole court. So if it feels a little bit uncomfortable over here, drill more balls on this side until it starts to feel more comfortable. I prefer this side because I play mainly right-handed people, and so that far corner is their backhand side or anywhere up that sideline. So I feel like I need to be better on this side because I'm going to somebody's backhand. Now you could say I'm over on the other side serving to the other corner and that's somebody's forehand and I need to be good. I'm still trying to be good on that other corner as far as the quality of my serve. But I want to take advantage of hitting somebody's backhand when I can, and most frequently when I'm on this left-hand side of the court and they're on their left-hand side of the court and they're righty, then that corner is their backhand. And for people who like to run around their backhand and hit a forehand, it pulls them even farther off the court. So if you have one side that's more problematic, drill more on that side and maybe start on that side so that you're fresher and you're not as tired. So if I've done 70 balls on the right-hand side, I may get over here and go, I'm not as fresh as I was for that first 70. And so my drilling may be not as good if I'm over here drilling those balls. So think about maybe starting over here and getting to where you're hitting more balls over here until you get comfortable on both sides. Talking to a student this morning about our job as servers is to make my opponent uncomfortable, to get them stressed a little bit. So if I can serve to them during a game and they can't return my serve very well, the next time I serve to them, they're going to remember that and be a little bit more stressed, a little bit more tense. And I talk a lot about being relaxed while we're hitting, and if we're relaxed, our shots will go better. But if my serve is assertive enough that it puts them under some distress, that's good on me. They're already tensing up before I've even served. So try and think of your serve as a weapon. The same holds true for the return to serve. So if somebody's given me the soft, easy, high bouncing, slow serve, I want to make them pay. I want to put them at distress with my return. And then the next time they serve to me, they start thinking, oh, my serve's not good enough. He's going to hammer this return back at me. So that gets them to tense up a little bit before I've even hit a return at them. So consider those two things. Have a mindset that when we're serving, we want this to be kind of offensive. We want it to be a weapon and to put them in some distress and get them to tense up a little bit even before you serve. Same thing on the return to serve is if they're serving to me and their serve's not very potent, then I want to put them under distress with my return. I just don't want to float this ball in high and slow and give them an easy third shot. I want to stress them out a little bit with my return. Food for thought. Let's go hit some balls. Too far out. That's better. That's better. Maybe a little long. Still too high. Close. Better. Too low. Better. Still too low. Still too low. Better. Still too low. Better. Good. Good. too low. A little bit long. That was good. That's good. A little bit long, maybe. That's better. Too low. Better. Maybe wide. Good. A little tired, a little winded. Better, better, good, good. That side, that was wide, getting a little winded. Too low, not bad, good. Good. Too low, I'm getting tired. Not tired, but winded. May have been deep. Good. 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 Too low. Ah. All right, I didn't count those either. So maybe a few more than 70 on this side. I'm trying to correct every serve that's bad or close to being bad. As I was serving those, and I said too low, it may have still gone over, but I didn't have much margin for error, meaning it was so close to the top of that net. I want to fix that on my next serve and not wait until I dump one in the net to try and make that fix. So if it goes too far left, I want to try and fix that on the next serve. If it goes too far right or out of bounds, obviously I want to fix that on the next serve. So the good thing about drilling is I get another serve in a couple seconds, depending on how fast I want to rattle these off. So I've done this enough to where I don't really get the lactic acid buildup in my shoulders much. My shoulder muscles are pretty conditioned to doing this. Cardio wise, I get out of breath faster than anything else. So if you'll do this, I mean seriously, from the first ball to ball 140, if I'm doing 70 and 70, really takes less than 10 minutes to get through all those balls. And then you've got 140 balls drilled, served, practiced for that day. Do that a couple times a week. I'm trying to do this 5 days a week. So I'm here on the court 5 days a week, coaching or drilling or playing. So I'm trying to work this in. I think it's the last day of February and I've passed 5,000 serves for the year so far. So adds up pretty quick. And I have to believe that I'm better off now than I was 5,000 serves ago at the first of the year. So some days I come out and I kind of dread this. I go, I don't want to do this. But I force myself, and if I miss a day, then that next day I'm trying to do twice as many. So instead of 140, I'm trying to do 280. And I know it gets more miserable on those makeup days where I'm trying to do twice as many. So that's a little bit of a motivation to not miss a day, regardless of how my day's going. After I'm finished drilling, I never regret that I took the time to drill and practice those serves. I don't come away going, I wish I hadn't done that, or that was a waste of time. I always feel good at the end. So keep that in mind. On this side, there may have been cases where I was out of bounds a little bit, so extending a little bit far out of the extension of this line. While I'm drilling, I'm not really worried about that as much. I will pay attention during the game. But when I'm drilling, if I tend to wander out because the basket's out a little bit further than I wanted it to be to grab the next ball, then I really, a couple inches outside the sideline, not going to affect my aim that much. So I'm kind of cool with it. I'd rather drill, focus on that and less on my feet, as long as I'm close. Then in a game, I will try and make sure that I'm not outside of this line when I'm serving these balls. And what I found, it doesn't really make that big of an impact during a game where I have to go, oh, I'm in here, I can't hit this serve anymore. I still can. So if I got a little sloppy on my court positioning during some of these on this side, which sometimes I tend to do, to me, it's not a big deal. If you think that's a big deal, then don't do that for you. I haven't found that that negatively impacts my serving during the game any, so I'm kind of cool with it. I'm more focused on, can I hit the ball where I want to hit it and control the height? So how high or low it goes over the net, and then control the left or right, that horizontal axis. If I can control those two things and the combination of those two things, then that's really what I want to get out of here. I want to build up strength over time and get stronger and hit the ball harder when I want to, when I need to, and still be able to control it. So I hope you found that helpful. If you have not subscribed already, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.